Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Shade 45.
Wake your fuck ass up.
Crust out your eyes.
Sway in the morning, Shade 45, 35 minutes into the hour. It's good to be here at Shade 45. Heather, I never expressed this before, but couple reasons why I wanted to work on this station. One of which is my relationship with Eminem runs deep. Easy. From the beginning of his career, it's been wonderful watching him evolve and his manager slash attorney slash good friend Paul Rosenberg and all the great things they've done in this music business. And I knew what their motives were in creating this station and where their heart lie. You know, and we're like-minded people cut from a similar cloth. And being that is, it made it, you know, conducive for me to be a member of this wonderful thing we call Shade 45.
Yeah.
The other thing is, upon listening to the station, one of my favorite things to do, and I don't tend to listen to radio at all, was to hear this charismatic, zany, out of the box, but blatantly honest, on-air personality in the afternoons from 4 to 8 with the All Out show that I found myself laughing at constantly, Rude Jude. And I was a big, humongous fan, Heather B, when I used to watch him on the Jenny Jones show. Like, who is this dude?
Right.
Where did he come from?
Right.
He's hilarious. I used to watch you on the same show, Heather B.
Don't do that.
I'm just saying, it's true.
Wait.
What do you mean? That's not true?
I was in competition with Jenny.
Oh, that's right. You was on a
Ricky
Lake show. My bad. Okay. I was just wrong. Damn, it's beef. It's beef. And since then, man, he's been a standout character, part of the station, but just in the hip hop community, and pop culture as well. I think he doesn't get enough spotlight. I don't think people recognize what he brings to the airwaves in his own unique, different style. His knowledge of music runs deep. It's not a fad. It's not a trend. It's authentic. And he's here with us today. He's the author of a new book called Hyena. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Jude Angelini. What up, man?
Man, I better not fuck this up, man. Man, that was an ultimate intro right there, man. I already messed up the microphone. This is, hey, man. Yo, and Sway had me in here, his homeboy just touching mics and stuff. Like, this is like a real production.
It's serious. It feels serious in here, huh?
Yeah, this is like, y'all are, I feel like I got like a dysfunctional family at 4. Y'all, this is how Thanksgiving should be, right?
Yeah, man. Nah, man, I love listening to your show, man. I've even called in a couple of times. Like, yo, did you just say?
Dog, I wish you would call in more, actually.
I should, but a lot of times, I got this second job at MTV. So, I just stunned it on Jude right there. You heard that?
Obama. I talked to him.
But I would love to, man. But you're a talented guy, man. I think I just wonder what goes on, like, to be a brain cell in your skull. I wonder what would it be like to live in your mind. Do you ever, like, what kind of things do you think about when you're not on there? Is it the same?
It's man. Sometimes that's why I do so many drugs. You know what I mean? Like, just to leave my fucking head, because I'm just always thinking about some stuff. I was just talking about the other day, I was all mad about gentrification, and then I did all these mushrooms, and I started thinking about the world as a living organism from thousands of miles away and over time. And then I thought about like how the migratory patterns of people just was kind of like, I don't know, just like these weird little germs and shit going over the membrane and that's what happens.
Wow. So
you know what I mean? Like, and I don't even know if that makes sense, but like that's what was going on in my brain. And then I came to terms with gentrification, and I was well, fuck that. If you don't like it, get a better job, poor person.
That's your conclusion.
That's what I came to. So same with the Indians. Like, yo, bro, like people been getting fucked up since like day one, and like it's never gonna stop. It's like getting mad at the ocean. You just can't. You gotta learn how to surf.
Native Americans, they don't want to be called Indians.
I think that's the least of their problems.
You just told me.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, you just been decimated, but we'll call you this other fucking thing to make you feel better. Like, come on, dog.
And all of that overthinking is part of the reason why you wanted to leave New York, right? Because I remember in your book, I forgot what you were high off of, but you were saying something about how
Ketamine.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
And you were looking at the streets of New York, and you're like, when's the last time I had my feet in the dirt? Why are we walking on sidewalks, man? Something like that.
It's true, man. Like, we from the nature, bruh. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we from nature. This concrete shit is brand new over like in the long scheme of in the big scheme of things, and that's one thing I could not stand about this city, dog. Like, I gotta take 2 buses and a train to walk on some grass. Like, that's not right.
That's not right, right?
That's not human no more, man.
Yeah, man.
We disconnected.
This is the mind of Rude Jude.
I love it.
I'm sorry.
I'm still stuck on the world as its own organism, and we as people, as the human race, are nothing but germs and microbacteria that's just really... I get that process, but I didn't know how it got to gentrification. But
well, the thing is because, you know, people migrate and like they migrate. Like, you're not gonna stop the migratory patterns of people. Like, this guy is gonna come over here and displace this guy, and this guy is gonna come over here and displace this guy. That's just the way it goes.
You see that in the Wild Kingdom, right?
Yeah.
The gazelles.
Yeah.
The cheetahs.
And they go in packs, too.
They go in packs. Elephants migrate. The Great Migration.
Look at that.
The Serengeti.
Look, we all coming to terms with life right
Damn,
now
man,
together.
Man, you just opened my mind to a whole new way of thinking, brother.
You ready to do drugs now, Sway?
Nah, I'm going to pass on that. All right. Did you bring any with you?
I'm sober right now.
What the hell? And that came out sober?
Yeah, and I hate to even I thought I'd get smarter now that I'm like not doing drugs, but I'm just as dumb.
Congratulations, though, man. How long you been sober?
I hate to even say it like I'm sober, like it was a problem. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't have
drugs. Not a problem.
Nah, I was coming to work. I was coming to fucking work. I ain't missed no days. My bills are paid.
Yo, you know, one of the things I think when Jude has guests on this show, for example, I think it would behoove them to get to know you. And then when they listen, or maybe not, I think actually the fact that they don't know you makes for a better radio, you know. And but if they did get to know you, understand where you came from, maybe they'll interpret what you say differently sometimes. One of the most milestone interviews you had was the one with Floyd Mayweather. You mind? That ain't taboo?
I don't. Hey, man, you brought it up. Like they pulled me aside. I couldn't even talk about it afterwards.
Well, let's hear it.
If I'm not mistaken, somebody over at the radio has something against me.
No, I said that you was afraid to fight Pacquiao. That you've been ducking Pacquiao.
So what makes you think that? Because the media.
Because you over here using steroids as an excuse. I'm saying you bigger than him anyway. You should be able to whip his ass, steroids or not.
Can I ask you a question? Have you ever heard me say that he took steroids? Have you ever heard me personally come out and
You
say
allude to that shit. You allude to it a lot.
What'd you say? What?
You allude to it.
But have you heard me say it?
I could read between the lines, Floyd. Come on, man. Yeah,
you a psychic now? What you do for a living?
You the one. I talk shit about you for a living. That's what I do for a living. You beat up people.
And there it is, right there, man. That one right there. When that was the shot that was heard around the world. Have y'all talked since, you and Floyd?
I got nothing to say to that dude.
Yeah, that's
like
it.
I didn't have no problems with him, but you know, I had no problems with him, but I don't respect him.
Yeah.
No, you calling up. This is my job, dog. You calling up trying to like threaten my job on the air, like punk me on the air, like fuck you, dog. That's gay.
I'm a big Floyd Mayweather fan. You know that, right? Yeah.
Well, that's not what men do.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna call up and try to mess with your livelihood because you're saying some stuff that I don't agree with and name drop bosses on you. That's what happened. Yeah, 50 said whatever. It's like, really, what is that? What is that veiled threat? That's lame, and that's kind of like the fights he takes, right? He doesn't take anybody that can beat him.
Come on, man. That the fights he's been taking. What's the kid name? Canelo. That kid was ready to fight, man.
The ginger Mexican. The fucking carrot.
Rude Jude is here with us. You want to talk with him? 888-742-3345. The new book is Hyena. Sway in the Morning, Shade 405. Sway in the Morning, Shade 405. Rude Jude has joined us 48 minutes into the hour. You can hear him on all 4 to 8. All right. All out shows. Lord Sear, what's up with Sear, man?
He got some big ass titties. He's just chilling. I don't know.
Do y'all hang out at all?
Nah. Man, we see each other all the fucking. We're talking all the time. That's the last person I want to see at the end of the day, man. And I don't mean that like as a diss. I'm sure like he doesn't. Do you hang out with everybody afterwards?
Yeah, we don't communicate. Tracy, we don't hang out.
We do.
That was a fucking lie. That's
really? What was that, man?
Let me keep my job.
She know exactly what she's doing. Alex in Phoenix, say what up to Jude. What up, big Alex? Alex.
What up, Alex?
Jude, what's up, ladies and Sway? That's a white dog you have on the radio right now.
Yeah.
That's a white dog.
Right.
Yo, big fan, Jude. I listen to you every afternoon, dude. You make the show. I like the way your fucking presence is there. Lord Sear does have some big titties, and he's just your first lady. But hey, man, I wanted to just give you mad props, man. Like I said, I think people underappreciate you really because you speak your mind, so they think you're a loose cannon and shit. But you're a smart dude, bro. Real talk. I can't get a hold of the book because it's fucking sold out here in Phoenix. I know you're not doing it on iTunes or anything, so let me know when the next shit is dropping, man. But
it's on Amazon.
Keep it up.
It's
on Amazon.
It's on Amazon right now, dog. I do small batches, and I'm only printing books because I need people to value the writing. You know what I mean? Like it's a quick read, but it was a lot of my life, dog. Like this, I don't have an infinite number of stories here.
Yeah.
So I'm not doing these iBooks, but because of that, I keep selling out.
Now, I've read some of the book.
Yeah.
And I landed on a page about some advice that your father gave you, some great advice about
eating asshole,
eating an asshole out. And he said he did it to your mom, right? Like he cleaned. What you were supposed to do? You're supposed to clean
get her squeaky clean.
Get her squeaky clean.
We're driving in a Chevette, you know, and like I wasn't eating. Like I'm hanging out with black kids, so just eating pussy was not the cool thing to do. Like, you know what I mean? Like you were a punk if you ate pussy. So my old man, he pulls me aside and he's like, "Yeah, let me talk to you."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "What's up?" You know, like just You want to know what you got to do to make a woman feel good? And he starts talking about eating pussy. And I'm like, all right, man, don't tell me. I don't want to hear about that.
Yeah, that's your pop. So I thought he told you then.
And then he was like, you want to know something else? I was like, what? You know what analingus is? I'm like, what the fuck is analingus, man? Nah, man, I think I know. I don't need. I used to do that to your mom all the time. Like, wow. I'm like, yo, they're broken up. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to think about your face and her asshole. And he just starts going in. When we're sitting here driving around in the Chevette, like I'm touching him, like my shoulder's touching his shoulder. We in this busted out Chevette, and he's talking about eating my mom's asshole. And that was like, he was just wild, dog. He was wild. He used to give me, like, I'd be 3 and he'd give me porn magazines and shit like that. And like you wonder why I act this way, you know, like you wonder why I'm eating asshole on the first date. It's like I can't help myself.
Wow, the first date?
Yeah, bro, I gotta, man. Once brothers started eating pussy, I had to like really turn it up and shit. Since putting your mouth dropped and shit.
Yeah. That damn Acanelli.
I know I could get away with just eating the vagina and shit, but I had to be like, okay, I see. Oh, y'all eating pussy now too? I see that. I'll raise you one. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do if the brothers start tossing salads and shit. It's gonna be a problem.
You out of commission, bro.
I'll suck some toes. I don't give a fuck.
We do that too, but I don't
God
think
damn
you.
it.
But you don't have to worry about us eating asshole. You can have that one.
For real?
White guys can have that.
It's not that bad, Sway. It's really not that bad.
All right, we got Robert on the line. Robert, good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing good, Sway. How y'all?
Doing okay. Say what's up to Jude.
Hey, Jude, man, having both of y'all on the show, man, I had to pull my car over. I got my favorite morning host and my favorite freaking afternoon host on the air at the same time.
That's
but
cool.
On the first date, dude, what do you say? Like, hi, you fine. Bend over, drop your pants.
Well, here's the deal. Like, if I'm gonna beat, I'm gonna eat, and if I'm gonna eat, I might as well eat her asshole. Like, it's just that's the way it works. Like, if I'm gonna go ahead and have sex with a girl, I'm gonna orally pleasure her, and since I'm like right by her butt, like, what the fuck? Why not?
I got you.
Yo, Rob was like, I got you.
Heather,
what's
up,
wrong,
Heather? Why you giving me that look?
You're a wild boy.
I am wild. I'm fucking.
Yeah.
I'm crazy.
We're going to come back with Celebrity Wire. All right, up next.
We got to talk about Michelle Obama and the advice she has for Justin Bieber's mama.
Rude Jude is with us, Shade 4-5. I'm joined by Rude Jude. Tracy G, what you got?
All right, so we got to start off with Justin Bieber because we know he has this weird addiction to trouble. What was he doing? He was throwing eggs at his neighbor. He was smoking weed on a plane with his pops. Cool ass dad he got. He was smacking limo drivers. So now everyone's got to talk about him, including Michelle Obama. And she recently did a radio interview, and she was asked to give some advice to his mother, and this is what she said.
I'd pull him close. I don't know if it would be advice as much as action. I would be very present, and I would be probably with him a good chunk of the time. Just there to talk, to figure out what's going on in his head, to figure out who's in his life and who's not.
You know, Jude, I find that you and Justin...
Why don't she worry about Obamacare or some shit like that? Like, what? I'm sorry, dog. Like, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go for it.
No, it's like, really? The first lady's talking about Justin Bieber? I'm tired of Justin Bieber, man. He's just some little, like, he's 18. That's what the fuck you're supposed to do.
Right.
Like, you wild out. Like, think about all the shit you were doing when you were 18, man.
Mm-hmm. Y'all got a lot in common because he grew up hanging around black guys and
all the black people in Canada, all seven of them.
All 7 of them. And then his father is giving them weed and drugs, and your father was teaching you how to eat ass.
Well, yeah, I'm fucking. I still buy pills off my dad every now and again.
Damn.
Yeah, straight up.
Damn,
keep it in the family.
And the motherfucker be taxing me too. I'm like, come on, man. I get better prices from the dude down the block, but I figure like whatever, man. Look out for my old man.
That's a loving relationship, man. Rude Jude, ladies and gentlemen, Monday through Friday, 4 to 8. Make sure you tune in to this man. He's been holding his station on this show. How many years you been here now? That many, huh? Yeah, okay, all right. Shit, damn.
10 years. We still got a cubicle upstairs.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, man. Thank you for holding the weight of the station, making way for us to come in and get an office. All right.
Stunt Nation.
Rude Jude, man. Get that book, Hyena. Go to Amazon.com. Good to have you in New York, bro.
Bro, hey, Sway, man, like I respect the shit out of you since way back, dog. And it's just good to have you on here, man. Like,
thank you, man. I appreciate that, man.
I feel so good about the station with you in the morning and me in the afternoons.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
And I think you're the shit, dog.
Man, I think the same thing about you, bro. So we could hug up and, I'm not going to lick your ass out or nothing like that. But, okay.
Nah, I don't respect you too.
Okay. We don't do that yet.
And I'm going to go on, and I said this before on my show, and I'm going to say it here. The way you handled that Kanye West shit was like a radio clinic. Like, that's the way you break a motherfucker down without you just disarmed him. It was like you talked somebody off of it was like you like a hostage negotiator or some shit like that. Like it looked like he was ready to cry by the end of that shit. And you didn't back down, you didn't get punked on, but you didn't escalate it, and it was handled gracefully. It was just so nice to see, dog.
Thank you, man. I mean a lot coming from you, bro. I appreciate that, man.
Straight up.
Appreciate that, man. Rude Jude, man, ladies and gentlemen, check him out from 4 to 8. Getting a little teary-eye over here, Heather B.
Cry, Sway.
Sway, cry.
All right.
It's Sway in the morning, only on Shade 45.